Coming up, we've got a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Brooklyn Beats. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Brooklyn Beats. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Brooklyn ball club. Things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point, but boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
You ready? You ready?
On the set.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's got it. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. DJ Chark, his 9th touchdown of the season. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
While in college, quarterback teams that improved their win total from 1 his freshman year to 5 his sophomore year to 8 his junior year. Love that type of improvement. Love that type of diligence.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch tight end, tight right. We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Here's Goff. Got a man, it's Brown. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. On first down, it's Goff. Going top shelf for... That's caught at the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now they try the right side here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Defensively, here are the starters for Buffalo. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's that's a nice start for them in this one.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. The last move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The numbers for Smith last time out, 15 carries, 53 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football. Give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
8 yards the tally on that first, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Throwing on third, gone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 22. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Goff now looking to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, put you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll try and run for it with Smith. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, it's Smith. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Goff. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. These two teams all tied after 1.
Value three.
On 3rd down, Smith. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Here we go now with Smith. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. In for the score, and the Bills have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point safely through, and that makes the score 14-7. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
2nd and 15. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark.
Holding offense.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that ggets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Mike 51, you gonna see me in your dick.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Say go.
Looking to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hey, come on out here. Come get you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Back to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
They're going to look to throw, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. DJ Chark, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. To throw again on second down. Goff. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now this throw caught left side, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? He's going to play a lot of man coverage from here on out, because one of the best ways to slow down production is to go to zone and double, triple team, put a number of people in the area that you expect him to run into. But man-to-man, every receiver believes he's going to win that battle. And, you know, they all do. They all keep kind of a book, you know, on what the defenders do, what their moves are, their best things. And he wants to be able to refer to that book and beat one guy at a time.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. 2nd down and inches. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Doug Marrone can only shake his head. His guys are turned away, and the Bills are going to get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bills to take over. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Smith. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. It's gone. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some
situation, but I do know that all 32 teams.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big right around the 27.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was...
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they...